So the finale for Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 is out. This episode is called Gone. And if you haven't seen this episode as well as Season 7, do not watch this review because this review is going to contain full spoilers for the episode and of course the season. You've been warned. So before I actually get started talking about the episode, since Madison first left the show, I've never once believed she was dead. I've been saying for years, she's still alive out there. There's been situations where stories have been building and I've been thinking, is this Madison? I remember Wes's introduction in Season 5 of Walking Dead, or Fear the Walking Dead. I was thinking, is this Madison? There was so many times where I was thinking, is this Madison? So I've been looking forward to Madison's return for years now. I remember when she apparently died off in the show, I was shocked and disappointed, but I never truly believed she was dead because I was thinking, we didn't see a body for one, and Madison can get out of the situation. Of course, now we know that Madison is there, but as I was watching this episode, I didn't like her return. I really didn't like her return. It felt a little bit too late, really. It feels like that they're not bringing her back because they want to bring Madison back. They feel like they're bringing her back just because Alicia Deadman Carey has left the show, and it feels very much like a political decision because they know that people are going to go ballistic if there's no Clarks on the show. It feels like they're doing that for that reason rather than actually having an interesting story to tell with Madison, because what we got here, I wasn't a big fan of. Now, of course, you're going to be saying this is only her first episode. Wait until you see what happens in later on seasons with her, but for one, this doesn't feel like Madison. Like, not once did this actually feel like the character of Madison to me, and I was just really disappointed with her return. The episode in general, I felt like it shouldn't have been the finale to Season 7. I feel like that was a massive mistake. Episode 15, last week's episode, should have been the finale to Fear the Walking Dead Season 7. This feels like a premiere for Season 8. It doesn't for a second feel like a finale. It doesn't feel conclusive in any way. It doesn't feel like they wrapped the story up of Season 7 well this episode. They didn't really wrap up Season 7 in general well at all in any of the episodes, but it felt more conclusive in episode 15 where all our characters were going out on a boat rather than picking up with Morgan when he left 2 episodes ago. Of course, Morgan is pretty much our main character, but this feels very much like more like an epilogue than the actual season finale. So I strongly believe this should have been the premiere for Season 8, and I feel like if this was the premiere for Season 8, I would have appreciated it more. I think it would have been more enjoyable if this was the premiere and now I could just watch the next episode, because this is kind of the same issue when The Walking Dead Season 7 premiered. Everyone goes, this doesn't really feel like a premiere, it feels more like a finale, which it was. It pretty much was the finale because they cut the finale off midway through in Season 6, and you feel like you have the same issue here but just the opposite. But what we do see in this episode is that we see Madison is working for Padre. Padre feels very similar to CRM. It could be CRM, they never confirmed or denied, but I really wouldn't be surprised if the Padre actually ended up being the CRM because it feels very, very CRM-esque. But Madison is going around taking children away from their parents because she believes, well, not she believes, but the organization Padre she's a part of, they believe that kids are better off with them, so she goes around taking them. Her initial plan was, the initial task was, if you take all these kids, we'll help you find your kids. But then after kidnapping so many kids from so many parents, Madison doesn't want to see her kids anymore. But she gets introduced into the story by actually saving Morgan. So a group of parents whose kids have been kidnapped come across Morgan. They immediately think Morgan is Madison. I don't see the resemblance there. Madison doesn't wear a mask or anything, so I really don't see the resemblance. I don't understand how they would think Morgan, a black man, is a blonde white lady. Don't get the resemblance there. I'm sure it's something, and when Madison comes in killing all these people, she then gets Morgan's baby Mo and takes Mo away, gives Mo to Padre, and then Morgan comes across here because it's actually revealed that Madison can't breathe properly. She has to constantly be taking oxygen in from an oxygen tank. Morgan finds the oxygen tanks and then he hides them so he can get where baby Mo is, get the information for baby Mo, and then it's revealed that the only way you're going to get the kid back is if you give Padre a different child. So earlier in the episode, Morgan had come across a pregnant lady, so their plan is then to bring the pregnant lady to Padre so then baby Mo can come back. understandable. You can understand why he's finding it very hard to do this. You can understand why he's very reluctant to do it. But again, he's doing it for his child, so it's completely understandable why he would do this in the first place. But as things are going on, you find out that no, this woman actually isn't pregnant. It was all set up to try and get Madison, because a year prior to what's happening in the story now, Madison actually stole her child. So it's been a while since Madison died. I'm assuming a year, maybe 2 years since Madison had seen her kids. But we do get to reveal, well, Madison gets to reveal this episode that Alicia and Nick are dead. Well, she knows that Nick is a definitively dead, but Alicia is a maybe. Morgan says he's pretty confident that she's dead because she did not sound good when he last saw her. She was going in a downward spiral, so he assumes she's dead, but it's not guaranteed. Now, we know she's actually alive out there somewhere, but Morgan and the group are thinking she died. Not really a big fan of that, but that's not what happened in this episode. But as this goes down, Madison and the group of people who are trying to kill her for taking their children, she then gets kidnapped by them. They bury her head in the sand. A bunch of walkers come up. Morgan ends up saving her, while the other group of people then go to the Padre location hoping to find her kids. Padre ends up killing everyone there again. Really lends to the fact that Padre is part of the CRM. I'd be surprised if Padre was his own thing, because they've got the resources. They're very secretive, and we've got a big secretive organization who kill people when they get too close, which is CRM. So it'd be very weird if they'd done another one just like that, especially because in Fear the Walking Dead we've seen CRM multiple times throughout the show now, so it would kind of make sense. So we do see that Morgan and Madison are on a boat by the end of the episode, making their way to Padre. It's revealed that Madison doesn't even know where Padre is, but now the episode ends with Madison and Morgan on a boat making their way to Padre. And as I said, this felt like a premiere. Didn't once for a second feel like a finale. I guess you could say, oh, it's a finale because they're going off and they're on an adventure, but Padre's been hinted at for the entirety of season 7. We haven't seen Padre in season 7, but it did get kind of, people were saying, oh, it's not real, and now we find out it actually is real. But it's, again, it doesn't feel like a finale. I feel like there's so much more they could have done here as a finale. They could have wrapped up. You could have seen our characters end up on shore. It makes you wonder for season 8 now, are we mostly going to be following Madison and Morgan, because we know the location for filming of Fear the Walking Dead season 8 has moved now. So is it going to be just the two of them in some community where it's part of the CRM? Is Morgan going to reunite with the other people? Is he going to reunite with Mo soon? I don't know. I feel like they're going to have just the two of them for a while, but I really don't know what's going to happen with Fear the Walking Dead season 8. My anticipation is very low. I actually feel like after watching season 7, I feel the same way I did with season 5. I've got a review for the end of season 5 on my channel. I was furious with the ending of that. I was thinking, I'm not even going to watch it. And as of right now, I don't really have much anticipation for Fear the Walking Dead season 8. I have no urgency. Like, if it was out tomorrow, I don't think I would rush to watch it. There's nothing there that's making me absolutely want to go watch it. Fear the Walking Dead season 6 made me want to go watch it because the trailers were so good. And if the trailers are good for season 8, of course I'll be there first day one. But I'm just feeling no anticipation for it. I hope they can turn things around. I heard the writers for season 6 are coming back. I don't know why they get rid of them in the first place for season 7, because season 7 really was one of the worst seasons of Fear the Walking Dead. It was dreadful. Many parts of the season felt like filler. So many wasted potential storylines. So many characters wasted. Charlie's still alive. I'm not one of those people who hates Charlie, but it's just baffling how she's been slowly dying of radiation for quite some time now. And I really hope they can turn the ship for season 8, because season 7 was absolutely terrible. But let me know your thoughts on season 7 in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Because apparently a lot of people really liked episode 16 of Fear the Walking Dead season 7. Apparently I feel like I'm on an island. A lot of people are like, oh, it's been a great return from Madison, but for me, really didn't like it. I bought season 6 on Blu-ray day 1. I waited a good while to buy season 5 on Blu-ray, and I imagine I'll be doing the same for season 7. But let me know your thoughts in the description or in the comment section down below. Click the subscribe button so you can come back and hear future Walking Dead content from me in the future. I wonder if we're going to get season 8 in 2022. I doubt it. It'll probably be 2023. So, if you want to hear my thoughts on Fear the Walking Dead, click that subscribe button so you're really far in advance for my future takes on Fear the Walking Dead. I've reviewed all season 5, all season 6, all season 7, and my plan is to review all of season 8.